Hi, this is Mike Unclebach, and you can always find me in my video blog at mikeunclebach.com. Hey, I got a quick question for you today. Are you as healthy as you want to be? You know, that's had a big impact, at least being healthy has, on my life in the past 3 years. And we'll talk about that more in future blog entries. But today, my question is, are you as healthy as you want to be? And you know, arguably the single greatest thing you could do to increase your health and wellness is elevate your glutathione levels. And I probably just said a word, glutathione. What's a glutathione? Well, let me tell you a little bit about what it is. It's as important to your body as oxygen, food, and water. As a matter of fact, if we took those four away, oxygen would hit you first. You got about 6 minutes. Glutathione would be second. You only got about 3 hours. Then water, then food. So obviously, if it's as important as oxygen, food, and water, it's a big deal. But let me tell you who else thinks it's a big deal. The scientific community thinks it's a big deal. Let me make my point. To further illustrate my point, first I'm going to talk to you about vitamin C. Everybody knows what vitamin C is. It's an antioxidant. If you get a cold or the flu, you take some vitamin C. Why? Well, because vitamin C sequesters free radicals like viruses and bad things in your body. So vitamin C, everybody knows vitamin C. Well, the researchers and scientists over the last decades have done thousands and thousands and thousands of articles and research pieces on vitamin C. As a matter of fact, in the Library of Congress, there's over 40,000 published peer-reviewed articles of research about how good vitamin C is for you. 40,000. That's a lot. So I brought up this little word glutathione. Well, you've never heard of that, and I never had either until it impacted me, so I went to look. Obviously, I was hoping there'd be a few hundred. You know, that somebody had done some research on this thing if it was that important. Well, lo and behold, I found out there's 91,000 and growing every day peer-reviewed and published articles on glutathione. So the science and research community thinks this stuff is off the charts. Twice as important as vitamin C. More articles on glutathione than any other single individual entry out there. So they think it's a big deal. Well, why would it be a big deal to you? You know, you're probably thinking right now, he's mentioned this word. I've never heard about it. Okay, the scientists have heard about it, but if it's such a big deal, how come nobody's ever told me about it? Well, actually, the answer to that's pretty simple. There's never been a way to get it to you. See, you can't take it. You have to make it. What I mean by that is if you put whole glutathione in your mouth, in a pill, in a shot, in an IV in your arm, it doesn't work. Your cells don't have receptors for it. It just gets flushed right back out of your body. It doesn't work. Actually, they've known that since 1880. A long time. Just never been a delivery system until now. That's why I'm doing this. I think it's important that you have this information. But to just illustrate my point a little further, here's what glutathione does in your body. It's the single biggest sequesterer of free radicals. What does that mean? What are free radicals? Those are things like pesticides, you know, viruses, things in your body that are bad for you, heavy metals, preservatives in your food. Those are all things that your body has to gather up and get out. And glutathione is the most powerful thing at doing that. Glutathione does little things like it regulates the amount of oxygen your red blood cells carry. It's the single biggest defender against inflammation in your body. Glutathione does a bunch of things. Matter of fact, way more than I could tell you today. But obviously, I've told you the scientists think it's a big deal. It's as important as oxygen, food, or water. It does some very important things in your body. So why are we doing this? Well, I mentioned it a minute ago. There is a delivery system. Now, you can get this amazing protein actually into the cells in your body. Never been able to do it before. It's impacted me and my family to great degrees. I wanted you to know about it. We'll take some time later on to cover it in more detail, but know this. It's important, it's a big deal, and it could be a big deal in your life. So we'll talk about it more later. Hey, thanks for your time today. Look for other entries in the blog to come soon. Thank you very much.